I'm just enjoying this music. How about you? Alright, let's turn that down a little bit. Maybe what I need to turn down is my own volume, actually. Yeah, that might do the trick. Hello, everyone! Welcome to Scruffy's Retro Corner. I am Scruffy Matt, the man of one stream a week, I guess. Is this a retro game? I feel like this is from the 90s, isn't it? Let me see. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. 2001. Okay, yes, then it does squeeze in under the retro games qualifications, 20 years or more. Started this last week after I failed to properly stream Dead Rising 2 because the Xbox app crapped out on me. And then I tried to stream a Mega Drive game, Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. That didn't work either because RetroArch did not want to cooperate with me streaming. So this was attempt number 3, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I figured we'd continue the case. Now, as I recall, it has a previously on segment, so I think we can probably just jump straight into it. Okay, maybe we won't get a previously on. So I guess I can do that then. Previously on Ace Attorney, Phoenix defended, what's the name? Mia, who was accused of murdering her sister, his own boss. Mia had come to their office to pick up an item in which evidence was supposedly hidden in, but it looks like someone got to it first, stole the evidence, and murdered Maya. And now Phoenix is defending Mia on the murder charge. The prosecuting lawyer, Miles Edgeworth. Ooh, we do not like that guy. Brought in a witness who had called in the murder that she had supposedly seen from across the street, and we proved that she was an unreliable witness and had in fact been tapping Maya's phone. So I believe we're going to interview her now, try and find out who she was working for. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not you, stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I want to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Alright, let's have a look-see around. Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitors' room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Or maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May and me. Okay, not much to see in here. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose! Maybe I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. It is. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss Main. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school? Creep! This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Ooh, that does it. Bottom-feeding scum-sucking lawyer! Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? Alright. Maybe we should try presenting some evidence. Mia's autopsy report. Yeah, I remember. I thought Mia's autopsy report would be a slam dunk piece of evidence to win the case, but because it said that she had died instantly. But then Miles presented a new one that said she may have lived for a few minutes. Guy's thorough, I'll give him that. My cell phone. Broken remains of a glass light stand. Murder weapon. Alright, let's try this to start with. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Alright, what else? Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. Alright. Let's try the wiretap. No? Maybe the phone call. Okay. This isn't working, is it? Do I have to go find some new evidence then? Might as well try everything, I guess, since we're here. Okay, I guess we need to find some new evidence then to make a talk. I'll be back. Let's try her hotel room. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will be swell. It's a hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Sure, let's talk to this guy. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I want to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. Probably literally. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carried a scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Alright, let's do some snooping as usual. Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious! I don't believe it. These, as expected, are not good with flower names except maybe tulips and sunflowers. A still painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Champagne. Nice weather again today. I can see Faye and Cone Law offices, of course. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Duran Duran? Just kidding, sir. Look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Anything else? No? I think that's everything. So where am I gonna get a photo of this creep? I don't think there's anything useful here right now. Alright, maybe I need to continue looking around. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere inside. Maybe he got put on suspension after he completely bungled the case. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. So dramatic. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Yeah, I would say trust your instincts, Phoenix. I can't check Mia's office? Interesting. Alright. He's taken his painting. Looks like Grossberger's attic today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah. Yeah, it was a painting of... Was it Fisherman? Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Interesting. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one about. A table for clients? An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Here we go. This could be useful. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 incident, Exhibit A. DL6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. What you could do is take a photograph of the photograph, but I guess if this is 2001, camera phones aren't really that reliable yet. Ugh. Check this guy out. Yeah, he looks like a lady killer to me. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? I'll leave it alone for the moment. No, on second thought, I'd better not. Alright. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Alright, I think we're done in here. Let's go back to the hotel. What about this photo? Well, it's a fine photo, sir. However, the person Miss May was accompanied by was, well, a man. Oh, yeah, right. I wonder if April will have any reaction to it, though. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Any thoughts about this photograph? Who's that? Your mother? Looks like I've just been wasting my time. Alright. Alright, let's swap these photos out. I think I'll swap them. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. That got a reaction. Where did you... Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. let's go and... I'm sure this dude will give us more cooperation. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. Oh, no I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that it's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Sure. Could be useful. Well, sure, why not? Yes. I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit. Describes a man who stayed with Miss May at the hotel on the night of the murder. Now Miss May can play dumb to this. Oh, I see. So now we got a whole bunch more evidence. Alright. Now we'll go back to the prison. Let's see what happens now. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with this reputation. Ooh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fist in the air? Now, tell me about the man you're with. That man, he's my boss. Red White. Red White. The president of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue Corp. Red White of Blue Corp. Bloody hell. Red White. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want it to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White at last. Red White. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May could have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Why? That was useful information. Alright. Fine. I really don't understand why this woman has her arms up like a puppy or something. It's very, very odd. Alright. Blue Corp. Let's go have a look. There's the missing painting. What's with this surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name! What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Well, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantess vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yikes. This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct! She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed! She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. You raise a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Ho ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp, anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Well, duh. Red, White, and Blue Corp. As founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Well, at least this guy doesn't jiggle his boobs like April does when he winks like that. Something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? Ow, oof. Oh dear. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. I think you mean comprehension, my friend. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Okay. Let's have a look-see. This painting was, until yesterday, hanging in Mr. Grossberg's office. Why does White have it now? It's not hard to imagine a few possibilities. God, look at this desk. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. A statue of man holding up the world. Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's special runner-up, best participation. Judge's Cooperation Award, special good try prize. Words judges and special kind of stand out. Probably strong-arm them into giving him something. This is a top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Okay. What else? Have I got any evidence? Would you be kind enough to cease your inane chattering and vacate the premises? Let me put it in language you will sure to understand. Shut up and get out! I have nothing more to say. Okay. So what now? Well, no one here to... Oh, I guess we're supposed to go to Grossberg's now. There he is. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I not seen her yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So, you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Alright, Mr. Wright. No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. See, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. I think it's probably the blackmail. But, you know, that's an entertaining option. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. Name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand the defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's a connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? What am I getting myself into here? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than a wait of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit, Maya and Mia's mother. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. He told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. So I assume that the other photo that we saw was Mia and Maya's mother. That makes sense. I guess we can give this back to him now. Sorry, sir. I borrowed this. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. I'd better give him back this photograph. Alright. I think that's all the useful information we're going to get here at the moment. Let's take his suggestion and go back to the office. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be... He said there might be clues. I feel like the evidence that we were looking for was in that clock and has long gone. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief worked on, they filed in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? D6. Let's see if there's an A record that in my file that catches my eye. Phoenix, a woman has been murdered. Another woman is on trial for her life. A, B, F, Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. She would want to go after Red White if he was the one who pointed out. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Mom Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was a man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So me and New Grossberg. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. May I just skim some of this? Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here at the end in S. Suicide? Ugh. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, Oh dear. I think I see where this is going. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. What drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Article about a politician's suicide. The word white is written in pencil at the top. Alright. Yeah, let's have one more look. Just in case. I know, W. White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Interesting. Alright, well, what am I going to do with this information? Go back to Grossberg, maybe? I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Sorry, my boy. I don't think I can help you with that. Not sure where I'm supposed to go now. Maybe back to the detention center? Maybe I can talk to Maya this time? Apparently Ms. May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Well, that's no help at all, is it? Alright, is there anything else I've missed? Doesn't look like it. "24. He's pretty young to have gotten to where he is today." I don't know. I guess I could take that clipping to Grossberg. I feel like that'd be tipping my hand, though. Let's just save, just in case this is a really, really dumb move. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. This is the only clue the man left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Ms. Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. Spied on him, I'm guessing. You spied on him. You were spying on him, weren't you? Spying? You snooped on him and found out about the embezzlement. Then, when you revealed it, he was driven to suicide. Mr. Lawyer, I know nothing of this. And even in the highly unlikely event that I did do such a thing, all I would have done is provide information. That is not a crime in this country. This guy's as cool as a cucumber. Maybe that was the wrong option? This is the only... Alright, let's try the blackmail option. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what do you insinuate? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you did... Wait, if that's a Chase Pro... Is that Miles he's talking to? I gotta do the Miles. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is staying right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man! What? What? Sorry, wrong place. What? Mr. White, this is another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police. Now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Butts was cleared of all charges, despite his unfortunate name. Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. Well, what? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Eesh. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. The prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Hi, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother? My sister? Now you! This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... cheer me on it. She's not a lawyer. She's not going to be out to defend me. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Oh no. Wait, what? What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to get that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Let's see how this goes. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Dun dun dun. Yes I will. I mean, I feel like this is not exactly an ideal turnaround. Ideal outcome. Something. It's not ideal. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. Oh, okay. So it wasn't him that was being talked to. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. What? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you changed. Phoenix? You know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Well, let's see how this goes. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fay? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Ms. May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh my god. Your name? Yes, that is what I said! Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Blanco Nino? I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Ms. Mia Fay? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell me what you already know? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusifying. That's reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned and looked at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Where can I pick a hole here? Would he have been able to hear anything from across the street? A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I cannot. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know! After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Impaction? Don't you just mean impact? Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edward prep this guy too? I wonder. Anyway, I better find a weakness in there. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know? No. You're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Ms. May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Ms. May said too. Meh. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. And this is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that.
Tell us, what were you doing at that time?
By the window, you mean the one directly across from the Fane Law offices? Correct! That is the only window you see. And there you were reading. Papers? Correct! The Gate Welder is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Oh wait, I did this one already, didn't I? So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. Spiky haired? What you just said directly conflicts with Ms. May's testimony. That's right, it does. She identified Maya, a woman with shorter hair. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Oh god. Counting both eyes? 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is this judge on anyway?
And what did you do then?
Alright. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Here we go, this could work. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Got him. You gave chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Alright, here we go. Victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, according to May. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here. And the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Ha! Oh, that's satisfying. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe you really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Well, yeah, he was there. Wait a second.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once.
Huh, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There is one scenario that would explain the conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime for the hotel.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been?
In the law offices of Fanco, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear she ran to the left.
Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer is standing.
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order in this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion!
The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Ms. May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Well, she couldn't have run to the left. There was shot across her. Next, with a loss of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Ms. May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer?
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. What do you mean, first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That's what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. So, were you watching both times? I suppose I was. Please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans always so impatient. Hey, buddy, you're an American too. Alright, let's see. Let's try presenting this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Alright. Alright, let's just try the glass shards. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Really? This isn't going well. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything.
The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? What do you mean next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. Stop saying it was me. But it was you.
Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof.
Can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss makes. So each of you saw different parts. Absolutely, that's right, of course. Where do you pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. See, you hit her twice. So you were watching both times. I suppose I was. Please excuse me for that. I think I'm missing something here. Alright. Let's try this. Because there's no mention of her being hit twice. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. Not quite so cocky now, is he? Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, next moment, I saw Ms. Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Hmm. Whap, indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach. See, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Ms. Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no! How would I? How could I?
I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness.
You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. So that would be the light stand. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes! Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
He looks like he's getting pretty fed up. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Here we go. Oh, wait. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Let me just have a look. I don't think he would have been able to see the light stand. At best, he would have been able to see the shards. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this.
These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fane Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Mr. White?
Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Yeah, looks like we're about to get our verdict.
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
God damn it, Miles Edgeworth. What? I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now?
What?
I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Ms. Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who?
No, you wouldn't.
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Ms. Fay's office. Am I correct?
Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached a Fay and Cone law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
Oh boy. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay and Cone law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. This is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound? Correct! That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Let me just have a look here. September 5th. Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh. Right. Was it really you that went to the office? Or was it Ms. May?
Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Fay and Cornwall offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay and Cornwall offices.
Why did you tap Mia's phone?
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor.
Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Alright, what have I missed? Man, what's up, yeah? Code number... There's actually something you want you hold on for. What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue. The thinker, it tells the time. Should probably tell you now the clock isn't working right now. It's not working, that's why. Take the clock with it. Sorry, I put some papers inside it instead. Papers down. Is that? Oh, yeah, that one. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Oh, jeez. I must be on the wrong track. Alright. What about the phone conversation? This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in the statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement that's now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Don't tell me I run out of ammo.
I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Oh dear. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! Oh dear. Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But... We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix? White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? He said it was at the beginning of September. The week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Right. Thank you. Well, that was a Deus Ex Machina. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Right is right. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Big mistake, Miles. Big mistake.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Whoa! A glass light stand. And the date of purchase... Why, that's the day before the murder!
You see? Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fey & Co. War offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you?
No, it's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh, wait. I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial,
It would be me.
sorry, got the voice wrong.
It would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial of Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
God. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Memo received from Mia. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may?
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess! I did it! I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Hey, confetti!
That is all. This court is adjourned. And please take Mr. White into custody. Is what he should have said.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a fae. Unlucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. But you're dead! As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? This sounds familiar. The office? I'll see you later. Chief. Mia. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kinda worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? 'Cause of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. War offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. At 9 o'clock at night. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Conlor offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aww. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Creepy. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. Hooray! Sure, we'll save. Give me 1 minute here. I just need a refill. That's better. All right. New episode. You've disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Oh my. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows! Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Ooh. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? And what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Cone law officers. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
Oh my.
Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick! Please, Nick! Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo de Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. I mean, if they found the spear inside his body and they think it was the murder weapon. Okay, yeah, I guess there's no telling. He could have been poisoned or something like that. This has to be a joke. No, no, no! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Yes, Wright and Cone law officers. What? Nick! It's a Steel Samurai! What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick! Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just a minute. You don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information. Alright. Yeah, sure. Let's go talk to our new client, I guess. Whoa, big dude. What's wrong, Meyer? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oof, that's a pretty nasty hole in his chest. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered with a samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what this Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Odia, Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 a.m. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, as it was after 5 o'clock, I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio, and I found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? It's not a very solid alibi, is it? Some action here. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Alright, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Is there anything worth looking at here? Probably just the same thing, the camera and the security guard. Yeah. Let's move on. Wow. So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh yeah, well that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure the gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. Something horrible happened. Oh no, I can't read it that fast in that voice. Yeah, because what are you going to name my son recording? Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youth today. I'm watching you, Wazlowski. Always watching. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jackhammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 o'clock when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left of here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Well, that should make it easy then. He was napping. He didn't get to the studio until after 5. Only one person went by here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Interesting. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. What kind of person was Jackhammer? What? Jackhammer. I only just got that. No, I hate it. I hate it. What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Oh, and Will Powers is... Oh my god, this game. Jackhammer will live in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying in peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Okay, let's have a look-see. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against a gate. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Studio tree. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left of the actual film studios. Okay. I don't think I have any inventory yet. Yeah, just the badge. Alright. I guess we need to get a letter of request then. Hello? How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she say? He doesn't seem to be lying. Maybe she saw someone in the guy's costume. He does wear a mask. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright, let's go. E. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here toward the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Oh, I hope it's not Gumshoe again. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Okay. Yep. Studios to the left. Dressing room to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. This is cute. Oh no, it is Gumshoe. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Yeah! It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily at the window. Do you think they're lovers? So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Bam! Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no! I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you just can't go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions? Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you... The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Time of death. 15th of October at 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Okay. No poison or anything then. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 o'clock and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Seal Samurai hanging toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up there on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny. For some reason, with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Ho 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 ho! We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha! I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go! We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, STI 307. That must be the camera ID number. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's falling on tough times. They start letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? What? The studio mascot? I guess it's a monkey of some kind? But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What happened to his head? What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it too. Interesting. Oh yeah, I see the tree. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Ammon's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Yeah, it makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Okay. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station, stuffing her face with donuts. I guess old cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Just to the left from here is the gate with that camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. Murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was Victor, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? These voices are wrecking my throat. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Okay. I don't suppose you'd let me have a look at the computer? Yeah, didn't think so. Anything I missed? Well, it's gonna make things more difficult if we can't see the scene of the crime. Detective, any ideas about this? Look, I don't got time to look at every old trinket you got. Okay, pal? Okay, Oh, we can go to the employee area, but she told us not to go there. So what would happen if we try to do that? Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. And look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of these plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot. Just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Now that must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. Whoops. Bowser's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. I must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. Just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee keycard. That must be Powers'. Thank you. Now we can get into the studio. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow. You mean borrow. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. Nope. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda? What else we got? They always have mirrors like these in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Bowers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Alright. Oh, thank God. I don't have to do the voice again. Hey. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't show him that, he'll confiscate it. Aw, I just wanted to show it off. Okay, do I need to examine again then? Entrance Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Oof. Chalk outward. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. It's body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need me to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl was more troubled than I thought. What's this? Oh, that's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh! What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. No clues here. Wow, look at that camera. Well, that must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you no touching that. Oh, she looks nice. Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. Yeah, no, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. Is that the security lady in the background? WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch here, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' ally. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it as witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Let me just make sure there's nothing else here I need to look at. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Older Tokyo, Nick. Neo Older Tokyo. Oh, right. Well, that explains everything. Alright, let's go speak to the security lady again. What I think we really need to see is the photo. Because I'm willing to bet that what we saw is someone dressed in the Steel Samurai costume. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek. Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. Oh, you young'uns nowadays are saying it. Well, when I knew a thing or two back then, it's a shame that you use growl. She left. Well, Nick, it's our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Ugh, poor Penny. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Why are there birds suddenly? Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay. Let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock to... That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. No, I don't remember that. There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Yeah, alright. Camera 307. Okay. 307. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? No, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said! Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. I mean, look at what happened in the last episode. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? I don't think she's buff enough for that costume. To be continued. Well, yes, we will. So I suppose the security lady will be the first witness. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Nice to see you again, Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well.
Sorry.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 on October 15, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with a guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 o'clock, the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Nah. I think I can probably remember that.
So the murder weapon was a spear.
How medieval. I would find it very difficult to believe that a studio prop would be sharp enough to do that.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station say? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My aunt, you a handsome fellow. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me. Even when I was young, I was still how the other children make me believe it. There was this boy, the captain. Call me an old bag, cause thank you.
Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yesy, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Old bag, yeah. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. And the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right past me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Probably not relevant to the case, but let's question this. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. There. I told you it was her in the back. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job! I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Alright, here we go. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Can I present this? Oh. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her Old Bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised?
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Wimberg is even left with to a Space Force. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof, then.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Alright, what have I got? Spear. Okay. Whippersnapper, Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today always worry about it's enough to make it.
Mr. Wright, please, for all hell's sakes, try not to upset the witness.
I think Edgeworth has met his match. The action scene, you. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. And poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? No, she didn't get there till... No, wait, she was there the whole day, wasn't she? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurts.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai. Here we go. His samurai spear. The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down to court record. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad they couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Funny they didn't mention an ankle injury at all. That's the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is...
Where is this Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. See, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. What about Penny? What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure?
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Alright. Present the photo again. Hang on. Is the spear in this photo damaged? I don't think it is. Hang on. No, there it is there. Well, let's try it anyway. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photograph was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? I'd forgotten about the second photo thing. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo 2. Photo 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Yes, I've said both data and data. Deal with it. Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Hey, you watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Ms. Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Let me guess. Penny.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Idiot.
Ms. Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn fitting unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Another job? That's right, I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day.
Do you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at the faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Ms. Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers' photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. And she didn't find this suspicious. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Okay, probably not a murder suspect then. What?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight.
You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Ah, yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, and that makes him a suspect.
No, it makes him a witness.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess.
Penny did say she thought there was someone else there.
I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information.
And no forgetting vital information this time.
Mr. Powers?
Oh. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone wanting to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. What about his ankle? Have we seen his ankle? Can we get his ankle to testify? Nick! What are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So who was this person, other than Mr. Powers, that could have committed murder?
Let me just do a sneaky save here.
I think it's the security lady. She wasn't doing her job properly.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because They had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Old Bag.
What? Whippersnapper.
Order! Order! Is this true, Old Bag?
Old Bag? That's Ms. Old Bag to you.
Ms. Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have been briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing a Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I still feel like this disembodied head at the fallen tree are going to be significant at some point. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes toothpaste. Don't get cocky, Phoenix. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some damning new evidence? He wants her convicted too. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it. Is that it?
I don't really think it was her. I'm sure there's someone else.
Itchy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this in a whole way. Take this a whole way. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Ms. Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
It's true, she is a fan. If she was going to murder anyone, it would have been Mr. Powers. You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. And Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, wasn't it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is that be nice to kids and mean to your eldest day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. And let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? I guess it would have to be the spear, wouldn't it? Or the card key. Let's try the card key. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
Meh.
The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness. Miss Windy... What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second. I'm not just gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is all this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edward that told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Ms. Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
Oh, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director?
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director?
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already answered my questions, but... Ms. Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Let's keep going. I guess there's no harm in getting as much info as I can. So they were actually in the studio.
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
I'll kill this woman, I swear it.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left me hanging on this one. Them? Who are these people? Alright, probably done now. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
Take that, Edgeworth.
I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some. Going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
I don't.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation.
Okay, let's get down to the studio. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys. To be continued.
And I think that is a good place to finish up for tonight. Oops. Oh. I click away from the screen and all of a sudden I have comments. Ace Attorney for the win. Court TV's broadcast of this trial is brought to you by Save Spam. Peaches wave, that dude needs to bathe in air. Well, I'm very sorry everyone for missing your comments. Not sure what really happened there. They all of a sudden just appeared in my chat bar all at once. That's weird. Where's my cursor? Save. Well, it's nice to know I had a few people watching at least. Yeah, not quite sure what happened there. Anyway, I'm going to finish up here for tonight. We'll continue this trial next week. In the meantime, if you would like to see part 1 of my playthrough of this game from last week, you can check that out over on my YouTube, where I archive all my Twitch streams. Link down below. There's also a link to my Twitter if you want to follow my mostly retweeting stuff. And there is also a link there to my Tumblr, where I have been doing a series of blog posts investigating whether or not the Sonic the Hedgehog comics, formerly published by Archie, whether that series was actually a syndicated TV cartoon from the 80s or 90s. I mean, think about it. You've got, the episode where everyone gets shrunk, the episode where everyone's giant, the episode where everyone goes into space, the episode where the hero gets kidnapped and the sidekick has to save the day, the episode where the hero and villain have a body swap, or, just anyone in general has a body swap. Archie Sonic, as I recall, had at least 3 body swaps across the entire series. So think about that. Most recent episode I wrote about was Evil Alien Invasion. So, yeah. And what's the next one I got that I'm working on right now? It is. I think it is the episode where the hero gets blinded. Yeah. Anyway, I'll probably have that one out later in the week. So if you think that might interest you, feel free to give it a look-see. About 40 plus episodes in to out of 65. So still got a fair way to go before I finish. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, next week I'll be continuing this 8 o'clock on Saturday night, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for everyone who's watching. Sorry again that I missed your comments. I don't know why they didn't turn up. Very, very odd. Yeah. Thanks again. Have a good night, and I hope I'll catch you next week.